In today's video, we'll be checking out how you can make the entertainment system in your Tesla even better. So the entertainment experience baked into your Tesla is already quite impressive. But how do you take it to the next level? Let's show you how. So by default, you already have the option of streaming your videos through either Netflix, YouTube, or Twitch, and you can play your music via Spotify or TuneIn. But what if you wanted to stream through unsupported services such as Disney Plus or Apple Music? Well, that's exactly what this service will offer you. So the first thing that you want to do is open up the web browser on your Tesla and navigate to a website called ABetterTheater.com. You can either type it up, but I already have it saved as a bookmark right here, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So before we talk about all the different app options here, let's just go to full screen mode first. Now what this app does is quite intriguing. It essentially uses a workaround by opening up the YouTube app and allowing you to access this in full screen mode. So you will see an alert that pops up here from YouTube, and all you have to do is click on go to site, which will take you to ABetterTheater.com. Let's quickly walk through all the categories we have in this web app. So on your homepage, you've got your different video streaming services. Next up, you've got your gaming. And then you have your music services. And lastly, you've got a plethora of different web apps. So let's just go back to our homepage and talk about all the different options we have here. So you can see that there's quite a few video streaming services that aren't supported by Tesla. And one of my favorites here is the Disney Plus app. Now I know a lot of you in the States already have access to Disney Plus, which came as a part of the recent software updates, but a lot of the other regions still don't. So this provides a great alternative to be able to access this service. So let's quickly play a video and check it out. There we go, plays just fine. Now I'm not going to play too much of this because I'll probably get a copyright strike, so let's just head back to the main page. So that was a quick demo of Disney Plus. Now there's 16 different video streaming options, so I'm not going to go through every single one. You can give them a shot yourself and let me know in the comments if all of these work for you. Next up, you've got a category for games. Now most of these games I've never heard of. The only one that I actually recognize in this list is Tetris. So let's give that a quick shot and see how that works. There you go, that's all loaded up now, so let's hit play. Nice, it looks just like our normal Tetris, so I can press the shape. Awesome. There we go, looks good. That works fine. All right, let's head back to the main screen. So there's about 8 different games here that you can try out while you're supercharging or just want to have some fun. Let's move on to the music streaming section now. So here you can see that you can stream from about 8 different music platforms. But the one that I would like to highlight here is Apple Music, as it's been the highly requested service for Tesla to add compatibility for in its default music app. But until Tesla gets around doing that, this provides a great alternative to be able to play your music through Apple Music. Now I personally don't have an Apple Music subscription, so I'll show you a quick demo on iHeartRadio. There you go, that works fine. Let's head back to the main screen now. Cool, so let's move on to the final section in this now, which is probably the most useful, is the web apps. So here you can see that there's quite a few web apps that actually add some functionality to your Tesla's infotainment system. So first up, you've got the Chromium web browser, which opens up the address bar and you can type in your website address. And the cool thing about this is that it actually opens up the website in full screen mode, unlike the default Tesla browser. So it's nice to be able to see your content in full screen. Next up is a better route planner, and this is super powerful as it allows you to plan your journey when you're going on a long road trip to have the right charging stops on the way for your particular EV. Now unfortunately this app doesn't quite work in full screen for some reason, but it does work in normal mode, so I'll show you that a bit later on. Next up we have Reddit if you want to go through some forums if you're bored, and a crowd favorite is Google Maps. So now you have the ability to access Google Maps from within your Tesla screen, which is quite nice. And here's another one of my favorites, PlugShare. And for those that have already used PlugShare know how convenient it is to be able to see all the chargers that are nearby to your current location. So to be able to see this on the big screen is super cool. So you can just click on the different chargers here, which will show you more info about it, and you can see if it's available, different type of plugs that it has, and if it suits your car. So it's quite nice to be able to do that on the main screen. Let's head back to the main page now. Then you have Twitter and Facebook. You also have Teslafy, which allows you to track your driving history. Then there's also Teslarati and Tesla Motor Clubs, which are a great source for all your Tesla news. There's also an app that lets you look at all the supercharging locations, and another crowd favorite is Waze. So now you have the ability to access your Waze map on your Tesla screen. And there you go, that's Waze all loaded up for you. So what I'm going to do now is exit out of full screen so I can show you a better route planner. So let's go back to a web page, go to my apps, and now load up a better route planner. So you can see that there's an alert that pops up here that says it will load the light version of the ABRP, which is what we need, so let's go ahead and do that. So even this light version of ABRP is super handy as it allows you to do most of the things that you would from a smartphone. So you can see here I've planned a trip from Auckland to Wellington, and it's showing me all the different supercharging stops on the way, and it also shows what percentage I'll end up with at Wellington. So it's great to be able to see all this info on the Tesla's big screen. I can also replan my route or change my destination and enter a different address. So that sums up ABetterTheater. I'm honestly so amazed at how much the dev has been able to pack in this particular app, so definitely give it a try if you haven't already, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video useful, be sure to smash that like button for us and hit subscribe so you can see more content like this. And until next time, stay charged.